Hello everyone, welcome to our live cooking session. I hope everyone is doing well and you guys are staying home during the corona situation. Alright, so first of all I'm going to start introducing myself. My name is Faris Awwad, I'm the chef owner at EGGSTATIC and we opened EGGSTATIC restaurant I'll say around a year and a half. Now we're currently closed due to the corona situation, but we are working into opening our restaurant again within the next 2 weeks. We're also going to open a new burger and artisan sandwiches store. It's going to be called Holy Moly, so looking forward for that. And it's going to be open also within the next 2 weeks. Let's start some cooking session for now. I'll start introducing what we're going to be doing today, and then while things are cooking, we can start taking some questions and talking more about EGGSTATIC and whatever you guys want to know. So first of all, we're going to be making 3 dishes. Number 1 is going to be our shakshuka. It's one of our best sellers and it's also one of my favorites. Second thing we're going to be making is fried ice cream or booza, the Arabic one, with some knafe dough and pistachios on top of a cotton candy. And last thing, we're going to be doing one of my favorite healthy Middle Eastern inspired smoothies. And yeah, we'll start introducing some of our ingredients. First of all, let's get some fire on. Alright. So what we're gonna need for the shakshuka recipe is 1 piece of white onion, 5 pieces of large tomato diced, some red pepper, orange pepper, yellow pepper, whatever red peppers you have at home. We use red and orange peppers because it gives better color to our shakshuka. We're gonna use some garlic cloves and we're gonna use jalapeno just to give it some heat. As for the spices, we're gonna be using aligo pepper, which is my favorite paprika kind of peppers because it gives us this tangy, sweet heat, and some cumin, sugar to balance out the saltiness of the shakshuka, some oregano to give it that fresh herby taste, and we're also gonna of course use some salt. We use EGGSTATIC, this pink salt, which is Himalaya salt. It just gives it more acidic kind of taste, so we don't have to use any vinegars or whatever. And last but not least, we're also gonna use some butter and we're gonna cook some eggs on top of it. So now we're gonna start to put olive oil on our pan. And we're gonna wait till it heats up, and after that we're gonna go in with our white onions and garlic. After these start cooking, we're gonna start adding the rest of our ingredients. We're also gonna use some tomato paste. As for the jalapeno, we're not gonna slice it because I don't want it to be too spicy. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna scar it so it gives some of the taste to our shakshuka. Alright. I think our olive oil is getting ready to go. I'm gonna go in with the onions. And we're gonna dice in some garlic. Hello everybody. Let me know if I'm speaking loud enough for you guys or not. Thank you, I think Majid. I'm gonna be hopefully back soon. Now we fixed our menu, it's gonna be more takeout oriented. We added more sandwiches and salad. Just till everything goes back and can start dining again, we're gonna go back to our new menu. Alright, so our garlic is diced now. We're gonna go in with the garlic. while that is cooking, let's talk about the ingredients we're going to use for our knafe, fried booza, which is basically you can buy your booza from any store or you can make your own. I made my own and I froze it. So I made booza with some pistachios. And also what we're going to be using is some knafe dough, which is basically you can also buy from any store, and you can cook it with some ghee and also add some orange blossom, add some other syrup. Once it's cooked and crispy, we're going to put the ice cream on top of it and we'll go from there. So that's all you need, just booza, pistachios, attar, and make your own knafe dough. For the third item, what we're gonna need is we're gonna be making a banana and pomegranate smoothie. It's Middle Eastern inspired, so we're gonna add some Middle Eastern spices like dates, honey, and we're gonna garnish it with some fresh pomegranates and pistachios. Once the onions start to caramelize just like that, I don't know if you guys can see it, we're gonna start adding the spices. So just for the sake of doing it live this way, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to mix the spices here and then I'm going to add them to our shakshuka. So we're going to, just for making it simple, we're going to go with 1 teaspoon for all of our spices except our sugar. We're going to go actually twice. So whenever you put, let's say 1 tablespoon of salt, you just double it with the sugar so it balances the salt. So we're going to go 1, 2 for the sugar, 1 oregano, 1 tablespoon of olive pepper. It's a little bit spicy, you can put less, it's up to what you prefer. And cumin 1 as well. We're also going to add some black pepper, 1 tablespoon as well. You can also add some paprika to make it look more red. And 1 tablespoon of cardamom. Alright. Add some more salt, also around 1 tablespoon of salt. They're trying to tell me something by the camera, but I can't tell what they're telling me. I'm not wearing my glasses, so I can't tell. Oh, reply to comments. Okay, I will reply to comments. I just want to get stuff cooking. They've been writing for the last like 5 minutes and use the worst pen. Alright, so we're going to go in with our spices. And we can put our jalapeno and we're going to mix it up. Now a lot of people when they make shakshuka they prefer to put the tomato paste at the end so they can thicken the tomato sauce, but we at EGGSTATIC what we do is we put it with the vegetables before we put the tomatoes just to give it texture, and we want the tomato paste to be more smoked and get the flavors of the onions before they oxidize completely. So I would say around 1 tablespoon, so 2 teaspoons. Alright, so that's how it looks now. You guys can't tell, but it smells amazing. And by the way, happy Ramadan for whoever who's fasting. I'm fasting as well, so I can't taste. Usually we have to taste every step of the way, but I won't be able to taste right now. Alright, so now we're going to start adding our tomatoes. Alrighty. So tomatoes in, we're going to mix it a little. If you feel too lazy to dice the tomatoes, what you can do is just literally slice them in half, put them in a blender, and run them through it, and it should be good to go. In the meantime, while the tomato is cooking, I just want to show you after we mix it how does it look. I don't know if you guys can see it. let it cook for around 10 minutes or 15 or so. And let's start. Where I learned to cook, I learned, first of all, let me tell you how it all started. I was basically doing electrical engineering at York University. I didn't know I had passion for cooking, but as most of us, we tried to work part-time jobs. So I was lucky enough to start working in restaurants, and I started again as a dishwasher, the same traditional story for every chef. And then after that, I started working my way up, and I started even liking it more than engineering. Actually, I started messing up in engineering, and I was doing good at cooking, so I used it as an excuse to be like, at least I'm doing something right. And then slowly, I started actually liking cooking and started going passion. I started getting bigger positions, and I love the industry. I worked at Jerusalem restaurant, if you guys know it. I worked at Paramount Fine Foods for a long time. I worked at the Cake, EGGSTATIC, and I finally opened my own restaurant. I didn't have any plans to open it right now, it just worked out like that. I was actually on my way to sign a contract for a company to work in the States, and on my way I saw where EGGSTATIC was and decided to take it, and everything worked out. I never imagined myself making a breakfast menu, but we just went with what the area needed, and we actually killed it, I guess so. And yeah, that's where I learned cooking. And I also have a diploma in hotel and restaurant management, and I did some cooking courses. I went to George Brown, and yeah, just invested my time in cooking. Alright. So when it starts reducing like that, what we're going to do is cover it, and we're going to let it sit for another 5 minutes or so, and we're going to go from there. I don't have that big of a lid, so I'm just going to use another pan to cover it. The new restaurant, so basically we're opening 2 new restaurants. So it's going to be at EGGSTATIC, a new location. That one is going to be in Mississauga in the West End. And we're also opening a new concept, as I mentioned before. It's going to be called Holy Moly. It's probably going to be somewhere either in Markham or in East York. We're still not sure, we're just waiting for the situation to hopefully end, and then after that we're going to see where the concept will do the best. But for now, we're going to start it from our commercial kitchen, and we're going to test the concept online and see if people like it. And if it goes out well, we're going to open our restaurant officially after the corona is done. Alright, so now let's start with ice cream before it melts, because it's starting to melt, so we'll start doing that. So again, we're going to just recover what we said. This is a knafi dough. I fried it on low heat with ghee, and like that, you can see it. Alright. So I fried it with ghee and put some orange blossom and atar. And once it's crispy and cooked like that, we're gonna move it into a bowl. Now what you guys can do is, you don't have to fry it first. You can do the ice cream in it first and then deep fry it. I just like it this way because it's more healthy. And that way there's no deep frying involved. So this is really simple. This is 3 steps. You just make your own booza, or you get it and you basically bread it like you're doing breaded chicken, but instead of breadcrumbs or flour, use knafi dough. Alright, once it looks like that, it's ready to go. We're going to start plating it. Again, it's up to your own preference. I'll show you what I like to eat it with. So we're going to grab a plate. Alright. I'm going to put it here. Now, just to finish off the shakshuka, we're going to break 3 eggs into our shakshuka. I'm going to let it sit for another 5 minutes till it's cooked. So that's how it looks so far. What I'm going to do, just because this pan is too big, I'm going to put it into a smaller one. 1 second. Alright. Alright, so after putting it in this pan, which is smaller, we're going to poke some holes into our shakshuka, and we're going to break our eggs. Oh, okay. Is it that important? Okay, so what they're trying to tell me is to smell the food and be like, it smells so good. So they've been trying to tell me this for the last 10 minutes, but I don't see how important it is. But anyway, it smells amazing, guys. It actually does. Alright, Facebook, we're gonna get into it. Just 1 second. Alright. First, you gotta wash your hands every step of the way. Alright, perfect. So back to our ice cream presentation. What we're gonna do is grab, this is cotton candy. You can also make your own or grab it from any of the Arabic stores. I like to do my own because I like to put pistachios in it. So you just can put right under it. Alright. Sprinkle some pistachio on top. Some pomegranates to give it some color. And finally we're going to finish it off with some attar. Now there's attar in the mix itself, but I like to add a little bit more just to make it coated in sugar syrup. So that's how it looks like. I don't know if you guys can see it. Alright. I don't left it too much up like that because the attar is going to go on. Alright, we're going to put it on the table now, but we're going to show you guys at the end how everything looks together. We're going to cover some shakshuka. Right, now let's move to the next. Let me get this out of the way. Perfect. Wipe our table and we're going to start with our smoothie. So I'm going to give you guys some heads up. Our smoothie blender is really loud. So I'll tell you before I go so you can maybe mute it or put your hands on your ears. So you can, like, I have 2 of these, so I can, like, it's basically 2 mixes that are going to be done separately. If you have one, you can just put it in a cup and wash it and start again with the second mix. But luckily we have 2, so we don't have to do that today. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the first mix. We're going to start with pears, so we're going to have half a pear into the blender. And then we're going to add around 1 cup of pomegranate juice. Make sure it's good quality pomegranate juice because I tried to do with ones that are not and it's actually really light in color. So it doesn't look good if it's not good quality. We're going to go in with 1 tablespoon of honey. Depends how sweet you like it. 1 tablespoon is enough for me. Let me just try to read what you're writing. Yeah. Alright, so can you guys hear me? Am I loud enough? If not, let me know so I can speak louder. Alright, so that's it for the first mix. Pretty simple. Okay guys, you might want to mute it for a minute. I don't know if you can, but it's really loud, so be careful. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it wasn't that bad. Or was it? I don't know. And then what? Alright, now the second one. We're gonna do 1 cup of frozen bananas. You can buy it frozen or you can cut and freeze it in Ziploc bags. And we're gonna put it right into the blender. Alright, 1 cup of banana. And we're gonna put some milk, half cup of milk. I like to use skim milk just for like making it kind of healthy. 2 pieces of dates. If it has seeds, make sure you take it out. This one doesn't. Try to break it apart. And we're gonna go again, guys. So I don't know if you want to mute it. 1, 2, 3. Alright. That's it. Instead of the milk, depends how thick and healthy you want it. You can use vanilla ice cream. Alright, I'm going to put this on the side. I'm going to check on our shakshuka. Alright, this is done. Beautiful. Smells amazing. Alright, so we're going to layer our smoothies. I like to go red first. Let's say 2/3. We're going to go with our thick banana dates mixture into the cup. Wipe our surface. Alright, for garnishing purposes, you can obviously use whatever you want. I like to put some pistachios and some pomegranates. Oh, look at that. We're going to take a picture from the top view so you guys can check it out. Our shakshuka is always, you can take it out anytime. It just depends how runny you like your eggs. So I would say this is runny eggs so far. I don't know if you guys can see it. I think I'm going to stop it here because I like my yolk to be a little bit runny. Usually ecstatic, what we do at the restaurant, we do poached eggs. We don't do it like sunny side up on top. We poach our eggs in water and then after that we just add it to the shakshuka. But actually I personally prefer to do it like that just because I want the eggs to be poached in the tomato sauce, take all the rich flavors from it. Right. So we're going to use this wooden plate just to put, alright, it's very hot. Put our shakshuka on top. Oh, it looks amazing. So what we're going to garnish it with? Again, usually ecstatic, what we do is we garnish it with feta cheese and cilantro. But since I have fresh basil, I'm going to use it. If you grow your own herbs or if you want to go buy whatever herbs you have at home can work for shakshuka, honestly. Parsley, coriander, cilantro, basil, tarragon, whatever you guys prefer, you can put it. Throw it in shakshuka, it'll taste amazing as long as you have that strong herby taste. For us, we usually put cilantro just because it gives it that tangy herby taste. Yeah, that's it. So we're gonna cut some fresh cilantro. I actually just started growing this during the corona situation, staying at home, having nothing to do. So I decided to grow my own herbs. I hope they like survive till we're reopen so we can actually use them, but I don't think so. They're dying fast. I'm not the best at it, but it is what it is. Alright, we're going to go in with some fresh basil. Holy, this smells so good. They're not even telling me that, I promise I'm just saying about it. Alright. Perfect. We're going to go a little bit with dry oregano on top, and some more black pepper, and some cayenne to make it a little spicy. With our recipe, you can find it fully at Toronto Palestinian Film Festival. I think it's in the post. But again, if you still want it or you can't find it, you can just DM us on our Instagram and we'll send it to you. Or anything that we honestly cook. We love to share recipes with our customers. Now, for the garnish, let's finish this. So we're going to add some feta cheese. You can also add grilled halloumi. That actually tastes really good. Just in restaurants, it's hard to do halloumi just because it really takes time to grow, so it's an extra step. We used to do it in halloumi, but they used to back us up in the kitchen, so we started using feta cheese. Just make sure when you add feta cheese and you add it to your shakshuka, you don't add a lot of salt because it is salty. And some black olives, because if you guys realize we don't put any sour taste in our shakshuka, so that olive gives it the sour taste, and we'll move it there for now. Alright. Yeah, yes, we do catering. We actually have a full catering menu. I think it's available on our website. You can check it out. It's actually totally different menu from what we serve at Ecstatic. You can also like get our menu, like anything catered from our Ecstatic menu, but we just have a full catering menu of like different platters for lunch, dinner, breakfast, or whatever it is. So you can definitely check it out, reach out to us, and we'll be happy to serve you. I hope you guys are doing well and staying home safe. I know it gets really boring, but it is what it is, right? I learned a lot of stuff in this quarantine. As I said, like I grew a lot of herbs and 90% of them died. I don't know why. I think it's the weather of Canada, or I just suck. I used something wrong, but yeah, they didn't survive. So now I'm gonna find another hobby till we open. Okay, I still can't understand, so we're just gonna skip this, and I'm gonna ask you guys if you have any cooking recipes that you'd like to have. You can also Instagram me, direct message me, and I'll be more than happy to help you. Yes, we are going to show you the table and the final result in a minute. My favorite dish, exactly, especially from Ecstatic Menu, is our chicken Benedict. I was actually going to do it, but I changed last second just because it takes a lot of work to do it. I want to share something easy and simple with you guys, the ingredients that you have at home. Chicken Benedict, it has a lot of techniques in it, but it's definitely my favorite dish. It's basically an English muffin. You top it with chipotle sauce, breaded chicken. You finish it off with poached egg and hollandaise sauce. It tastes amazing. Our falafel recipe, yes, I can definitely share it. If you want, you can also do it on a story or on a video. But I'm just gonna go quickly through it. It's basically chickpeas. We put 80% chickpeas, 20% fava beans, which is more like an Egyptian way of doing our falafel. It's not the typical traditional Lebanese or Palestinian way. So we grind it into the meat grinder twice. You grind with it white onions, garlic cloves, cilantro, fresh ginger. Run it through the grinder if you have a grinder. If not, you can use possibly a blender. And after that, what you can do is you can freeze it for around 24 hours. Take it out just so it thickens up and holds together. Take it out, add some baking powder just before you want to fry it so it doesn't break apart. You can add the spices. Of course, you're gonna have to go in with some salt, black pepper, coriander, and cumin. And after that, you just fry it with some sesame seed if you want, and make your own tahini. It'll taste delicious. All right, thank you guys. We're gonna show you the final table right now, and hope you guys like it and enjoyed our show today. And I would like to thank, I don't know if you guys can still see me, they just wanna get over with, but we'll go after they finish. So this is the final results. Alright, welcome back. I hope you guys liked how it looked. That was our final table. What are we talking about? Alright, so again, I'd like to thank you guys all for sharing and joining our live cooking session. And I'd also like to thank Toronto Palestine Film Festival for the support. And we're also glad that we're supporting their live shows, and we really enjoy it. And hope they keep doing that while we're staying at home and have nothing to do. And we're also looking out for the festival happening in the summer. I hope it's not canceled. It was amazing last year. I hope we can join it again and have some fun. Alright, so I think that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it again. Thank you so much. I'm sorry if there was any confusion. We tried our best. And see you guys next time. Stay safe and stay home. Ramadan Kareem.